from the Cleveland Clinic, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland State University, Metro Health Medical Center, and University Hospitals. It is wonderful to join you here in person in Cleveland, Ohio. Ohio has long been the quiet giant of life science, technology, industrial innovation, research and development in the United States. But that's changing. In 2019, the DeWine and Husted administration issued a challenge to JobsOhio and others to invest during a pandemic in innovation to attract and grow the best and brightest companies, investment and talent to drive Ohio's future. We gladly accepted that challenge, and with their vision and leadership as wind in our sails, Ohio's innovation districts emerged as a central pillar of a broader innovation strategy, and in partnership with leading research institutions, universities, and private companies, JobsOhio is investing up to $300 million in the next 10 years in 3 nationally competitive innovation districts in Cincinnati, Columbus, and of course, right here in Cleveland. And that catalytic investment will attract an additional $8 billion of investment. We expect these investments to stimulate more than 47,000 new STEM graduates, 60,000 new jobs, and over $9 billion of economic impact across our state. And the momentum is building, and we're already seeing Ohio's economy emerge strong. Just a few years ago, our state was ranked 17 of 17 peer states in attracting venture capital, the fuel that powers Ohio's most innovative and entrepreneurial companies. But in the last 2 quarters, Ohio ranked number 6 in America and number 1 in the Midwest. And together with the DeWine Husted administration and regional partners like Team NEO, Ohio's economy has already added more than 27,000 new jobs in the 10 resilient economic sectors. That's already more than JobsOhio's best year on record, and there are nearly 2 full months left in 2021. Innovation districts operate at the intersection of industry, academia, and government, represented right here today. And the most valuable resource is talent. But too often, STEM talent and entrepreneurs have been underrepresented in minority and disadvantaged communities. Today, thanks to the leadership from the governor and lieutenant governor, Cleveland is taking an important step to change that. Inclusive economic development programs have lifted over 100 companies and are on track to help 200 companies by the end of this year. This support for underrepresented population groups, minorities, women, veteran-owned businesses. As it is Veterans Week, we are proud that almost 1/3 of our inclusive economic development grants have helped veteran-owned companies in Ohio. Now it's my privilege to introduce Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. Governor DeWine has had a long and distinguished career in public service at the local, state, and federal levels. He represents the interests of Ohioans and the value of Ohioans. And he stood boldly during the pandemic, and he has always believed that Ohio is a home to bold ideas. Governor Mike DeWine.
Well, JP, thank you very much. This is quite a gathering. We just appreciate everybody being here this morning. In January, we announced the launch of the Cleveland Innovation District. We did that, as you all know, in a virtual event, and did it in the middle of the pandemic. Really, our goal today is to report to the people of Cleveland, the people of Northeast Ohio, and the people of the state of Ohio on what the status is of that. This is a work in progress. And you will hear, I will speak shortly, and then Lieutenant Governor will speak. He and I will then do some Q&A with the news media. It'll be a little break. But as I told the principals a few minutes ago, the meat of this is going to come from them. We have really 5 great institutions that, along with the state of Ohio, local community, are making this happen. Case Western Reserve, Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland State University, and Metro Health. And there'll be a panel, and you'll have the opportunity to kind of listen to exactly what the progress has been. This really is, we talk a lot about jobs, and it's about jobs, but it's also about quality of life. It is making Ohio the place to come for research. And the reality is that when you gather smart people together, more smart people want to come. And that's really what is going on here. We have amazing assets in Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. And what we've seen in the last, now almost close to a year, has been those great institutions that we've known about for so long coming together and working together and really doing some amazing, amazing things. Since taking office, we've helped launch 3 innovation districts in Ohio, one in Cleveland, one in Columbus, and one in Cincinnati. We believe you're going to see life-changing innovations coming from all 3 of them. It is a priority of our administration that we come out of this pandemic stronger than before. That's why we launched this, launched the other ones, to make that happen. To do that, we need to take bold steps, and we need to lead. Innovation districts position Ohio to stand out at a national and international level. Talent is truly attracted to collaborative and innovative environments and companies. And companies, in turn, are attracted to locations that have this talent. Talent begets talent. The Cleveland Innovation District came together because of the incredible collaboration and hard work. JobsOhio and JP, the Ohio Department of Development, Innovate Ohio, have all invested in making this innovation district what it is today. But none of this would happen without the extraordinary work of those 5 institutions and the investment in time, talent, and money by those 5 institutions. Again, Case Western Reserve, Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland State University, Metro Health, and university hospitals. I want to thank all these institutions and their leaders for their dedication to this project. It truly makes a difference. Here in Cleveland, these world-class healthcare providers and institutions of higher education are combining their expertise to bolster Ohio's healthcare and IT sectors and to truly, truly make Northeast Ohio a magnet for fast-growing companies seeking the talent and innovations that will bring high-paying, long-term jobs to Northeast Ohio. The Innovation District will attract and retain STEM graduates, making Ohio a global leader in developing life-saving research and treatments. Lieutenant Governor Husted and I had the opportunity just a few minutes ago to speak with the leaders of these 5 institutions. Their report was great. Just a couple examples, and John will give some examples, and then you'll hear later on from all 5 of the institutions. Cleveland Clinic, for example, has already filled 300 new positions. 300 new positions already, towards a 7-year commitment of 1,000 new jobs to be created at the clinic directly related to the Cleveland Innovation District. This includes promising careers in research, education, information technology, and the supply chain. Also, the clinic has launched their Discovery Accelerator with IBM. This 10-year partnership serves as the technology foundation for the Cleveland Innovation District's forthcoming Global Center for Pathogen Research and Human Health, which will enhance the understanding of vital pathogens and be critical in preparing and protecting against future public health threats. These are just a few steps in a much greater effort from all the anchor institutions in this district. Lieutenant Governor Husted will go through more of this advancement happening here in just a moment. In all, it's our goal for this district to generate more than 20,000 direct and indirect jobs in Ohio over the next 10 years. Together, each partner institution will play a unique role that will enhance talent development, advance life-changing technology, and attract rapid-growing businesses, All of this while leading the charge to fight global pathogens and improve the lives of millions worldwide. We appreciate everyone being here today. JP, I'll turn it back to you. And again, this is a great gathering of leaders in Cleveland. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor DeWine. We really appreciate your leadership. Remarkable, again, during a very challenging year, to step forward and provide leadership and support for an investment as significant as this one. It's now my honor to introduce Ohio's Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor Husted oversees Ohio's Common Sense Initiative and serves as the Director of the Governor's Office of Workforce Transformation and Innovate Ohio. Also, a lifetime of service, Ohio Secretary of State, Speaker of the Ohio House of Representatives, member of the Ohio Senate. Please welcome Ohio Lieutenant Governor John Husted.
Thank you, JP. To you and Team NEO and the great team, the JobsOhio Network, thank you for your great work. Governor DeWine, thank you for your leadership. Without your focused voice on trying to improve health care, commit to investing in things that will pay off long into the future, this would not be possible. Thanks for that inspiration and encouragement. And I know, as the governor and I have often talked about, the things that are happening in this innovation district will pay off for generations to come. That's one of the wonderful aspects of it, not just from an economic point of view, but from a healthcare point of view. I do believe that the investment in these innovation districts around Ohio are, at this moment in our history, one of the great and smartest investments we could make because of what it's going to create as a catalyst for great innovation and entrepreneurship. It's a powerful collaboration here in the Cleveland Innovation District. We just had a great conversation and talked to these great leaders from those 5 institutions and talked about what they're doing to change healthcare, to change Cleveland, and make Ohio a world-class center for healthcare, make Cleveland and the Innovation District a world-class area for healthcare. It already is. But the collaboration makes it so much more powerful and will make it a better economic driver for jobs in this region. I want to thank them also for committing, because we're investing a lot in this, but they're committing to outcomes. Among those outcomes, STEM talent, commitment to research and investment. And the 3 of these, I always say about these innovation districts and about the way to create prosperity, you need 3 things working together. You need innovation, you need talent, and you need investment. All of those things. You got to have the big ideas that you can make real. You got to have the talent that cultivates that, and you got to have the capital investment to grow it and to turn an idea into a business and to make it marketable, so that it actually gets out in the hands of consumers. And it's our goal in Ohio to do all this, to make Ohio the most innovative entrepreneurial state in the Midwest. And I want to just touch on those 3 components of this and what we've done in our administration and what I believe the Innovation District is going to accomplish. Let's talk about innovation. First of all, we started right out of the box with the Ohio IP Promise. The Ohio IP Promise is the collaboration from our 14 public universities and 2 privates, including Case, who are committed to a simple term sheet for the commercialization of intellectual property, taking it from the idea phase, taking this intellectual property to idea phase to increase IP disclosures and patent applications. And just a few years into this, we're already seeing that success. Talent, I mentioned it before. but these academic institutions are partnering with these research institutions to grow talent. You can't do it. Right now in Ohio, we're creating jobs faster than we can find the people to fill them, and businesses want to be where they can find access to that talent. And with a renewed focus between these powerful institutions and these educational institutions, they're going to generate 10,000 additional STEM graduates, which are essential to innovation. And then investment. We must have additional. JP talked about the fact that Ohio is doing better with venture investment. We must continue to create that new investment. And I know one example that I'm super excited about is the relationship between IBM and Cleveland Clinic for the quantum computing investment that's going to be made to make sure that it's going to give IBM the opportunity to basically make their play in healthcare in quantum in Cleveland. It's amazing about what the potential for that is. And you see this, you'll see it. You'll see this start to happen as you have innovation here, you have more talent here, and we broadcast this to the world, will attract more investment that will grow businesses. Because we don't want to see the great investment and the great intellectual property that we develop go somewhere else. We want it to stay here in Cleveland. And that investment is essential for making that happen. And these 3 innovation districts we have around the state are I really believe, are going to create that environment from the idea phase to the reality phase, from the instinct to the cure, and building the entire ecosystem to make that happen. Even the building we're standing in is evidence of the collaboration that is beginning to become more robust in Cleveland. And as I look at, I mentioned the fact that 10,000 new STEM graduates over 10 years. And I know in talking to Harlan, we're really focused on a lot of non-traditional students there to get them in, to helping them earn STEM skills so they can be part of the STEM learning environment. We can't get there. We can't get to these goals that we've set out just doing it with traditional students. We have to find students from all walks of life to help them become the STEM talent of the future. And this is collectively going to have a lot of impact for many, many years to come. In addition to what the governor mentioned, I want to talk about a couple of these collaborations here in closing. These are some wins already for the Innovation District. Cleveland Clinic opened up the Cleveland Clinic Biorepository, the first new building in the Cleveland Innovation District. University Hospitals completed the design and initiated construction on the Wesley Center for Immunotherapy at the University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. This will enable physician scientists to do groundbreaking research to bring life-extending immunotherapy treatments to patients. It's already created 15 new research positions, and I know more are to come. The Metro Health System and Cleveland State University work together on a pathway for psychology undergraduates to get clinical experience to become eligible to deliver behavioral health and addiction services with a bachelor's degree. This is the kind of collaboration that's very important. Why? Because it's going to help more students, psychology graduates, become enabled to provide treatment for people in an area where we know we need more services in addiction and mental health services. Great collaboration that's going to benefit people across this region. Case Western has secured 50% of its funding for biomedical research, including the early detection of prostate cancer, lowering hypertension for drug-resistant patients, and its first 3D microscopic ultrasound to visualize eye structures. All pretty amazing stuff. It's just come about since January when we announced the Innovation District. And we're seeing real progress on this in just under a year. And I want to say in closing about those institutions, Cleveland State and Case, UH, Clinic, and Metro. Every time you read their names in the same sentence, know that somebody's making a sacrifice for the betterment of this community. They aren't deciding to go alone, but they're deciding to work together. And the power of collaboration is amazing because those who collaborate best win. If we want to be world-class, we have to be world-class collaborators. And I believe that the Innovation District is a catalyst to that. And thanks to those partners for your willingness to share the credit for the betterment of this community and this state. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor, Governor DeWine, Mrs. DeWine. We're going to take a 10-minute break and then reconvene, and Bill Kaler, the President and CEO of Team NEO, will host a roundtable about the Cleveland Innovation District with the doers and disruptors. So we look forward to a very lively and informative discussion. In the meantime, please take a break. And we want to again thank the Governor and Mrs. DeWine and Lieutenant Governor for being here and for their leadership. Thank you.